Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. You girls always show me that life is sweeter when all of you are. All of you came together, and in less than 3 months you have given this YouTube channel 30,000 plus views, 3,000 subscribers. It is insane. The watch hours are incredible. They're always going up. I can never thank you enough. You know, I know people who create videos and upload videos to YouTube, and within a year, they don't even have 500 views on their channel, and they might have 100 subscribers. This is insane. You guys have made me famous overnight. You know, I can give Dove Cameron all the credit in the world for having made me famous overnight. But you girls are what has made this YouTube channel so incredible and stand out amongst, I don't know, 50,000 Descendants YouTube channels out there. And the thing is, what's happening on YouTube we're seeing a lot of AI videos and AI channels that are created through the use of AI, and everybody is subscribing to their YouTube channels, and I don't really want you to have to do that anymore. That's why I created this YouTube channel, so you could see who was hosting the show, for one thing, who would be giving you great commentaries on your favorite Descendant stars, no matter if it was Red, no matter if it was Chloe. And you could actually get to know the guy hosting the show because he loves you so much for having been such a huge supporter of Descendants and Zombies for what feels like an eternity. You know, I have commentated for a lot of niches over the years, but this is an experience I will never ever forget. I fell in love with this niche 10 years ago. I don't ever have regretted having fallen in love with this niche. The Worlds Collide Tour this summer is receiving a lot of PR, especially on YouTube. Everybody is talking about it. Although, if you actually search up the Worlds Collide Tour, my videos are the videos that are popping up the most frequent on YouTube, and I can't thank the YouTube algorithm enough for that, because I don't think a lot of people are talking about the Worlds Collide Tour specifically, because it only just kicked off about 2 weeks ago, and there have been a few shows that have received a lot of criticism, and a lot of great reviews, mind you, too. But I think that these videos about the Worlds Collide Tour are the only ones popping up when anyone ever searches them, and I know a lot of people must be searching up the Worlds Collide Tour, because I've gotten about 5,000 views in 3 days. Oh man, I would pity the girl that was ever with me in a relationship and ending up with another guy, because if they ever upset me, this YouTube channel is going to set everything on fire. Oh my, this is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. This is unlike anything that I have ever experienced in my life, honestly. You could be on anybody else's YouTube channel, but you are on this YouTube channel obviously constantly, and you never cease to amaze me with how many times you hit the subscribe button, which is something I can't emphasize enough that you do. Because if you hit the subscribe button, what's going to happen is more people like you are going to find this YouTube channel, and some girl out there who loves Descendants and Zombies is going to click on this thumbnail, and they are going to hit the subscribe button. I can't emphasize enough how important it is that you hit the subscribe button. You got to do it. You got to do it. Because we got Kylie Control crying on TikTok videos because of her political point of view and not having been a Donald Trump supporter happening. We got Ruby Rose Turner crying because she's being turned down for roles. I miss her incredibly, not being a part of the Descendants franchise. We got to get her back. And I got to run for President of the United States, which is something I never thought I would have to do 20 years after. I wouldn't even have thought of running for President of the United States if not for Kylie Control. 20 years ago, on the internet, the most popular conversation amongst Jonathan Clarke fans was what would ever happen if Jonathan Clarke ran for President of the United States. And it just so happens that I saw Kylie Control's TikTok videos, and a guy who was contemplating running for President of the United States 20 years ago saw it, and what I saw broke my heart. I honestly think that Kylie Control's tears are being wasted on something she doesn't need to waste her tears on, from guys to political points of view to referring to her fans as cuties. I don't see anything wrong with what Kylie Control is doing. I don't see anything wrong with any of the Descendant stars doing what they're doing. They're only just having fun. And because we only have one life to live, and I've got a really itchy nose this morning, I think we should have fun. Because my nose could explode. And I think each and every one of you should hit the subscribe button, because if you hit the subscribe button, Disney Plus will become free in all homes in America. Freedom! You will get your Disney Plus. You will get a free trip to Disney every year off of yours truly. I will pay for it out of my own pocket. I will make sure that healthcare in the United States is more affordable for people so that their daughters or sons don't get sick at such young ages, which is something that really upsets me, and I think that you guys deserve a hell of a lot better than what you've been seeing, especially when it comes to Descendants of Zombies commentaries online. So we're going to get you better health care, we're going to get you Disney Plus for free, and we're going to get you a free trip to Disney every year, because that was always my dream, to go to Disney, and I never had the opportunity to do it. And I've been alive for a very long time, and I've been around for a very long time. So as long as you guys get to live my dream through your hearts, that's all I've ever wanted. And I have no problem addressing the nation every night after 8 p.m. on this YouTube channel, because I think there's a lot of stuff happening in the United States that I don't really agree with. We've got Donald Trump making false promises and never following through with those promises. We've got my favorite Disney stars like Kylie Cantrell and Ruby Rose Turner with their hearts broken, wondering what's going to become of the world. There is something that can be done about that, and if you hit the subscribe button, Disney will see these videos, and then Jonathan Clarke will have the opportunity to create for Disney. I will have the opportunity to create the Descendants franchise, because this is a franchise that saved my life, and I want Kylie Cantrell to know that forever and always she will hold a special place in my heart. She will forever and always hold a special place in my heart. I don't know why Kylie Cantrell is awake every night crying her eyes out over relationships she can't make sense of. I don't know the answer to that, because I can't speak for Kylie, and I have so much respect for Kylie that I can't jump to conclusions about Kylie's decisions or why she's in the position that she's in. But I know why Kylie cries herself to sleep every night. The reason why Kylie cries herself to sleep every night is because she's just an incredible person, and she's such a sweetheart. That's why. And that's what guys don't understand, is how sweet girls actually are. I mean, you take me, for example. I'm just a loser who uploads videos on YouTube, who was a former pro wrestler. And hopefully there's not a zombie apocalypse happening outside my window. And you're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, you're a pro wrestler. You can jump through the window. You don't have to worry about zombies. You can kick a whole lot of ass. Yeah, so I was a loser. And my commentaries weren't being heard by enough people. My opinions on pro wrestling weren't really being taken into consideration. So when I got released from pro wrestling, I was more than happy to come home and produce a podcast independently. Before all of you girls, I was a loser. And I didn't really have the support to create a YouTube channel and say what I wanted to say. You know, I had support from my parent when I lived with my parents, but you know, producing a show out of your parents' basements on board game nights and video game nights, because my dad was a real big video gamer. You're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, your dad was a video gamer. What video games did he play? I don't know. Donkey Kong. He loved Donkey Kong. He loved Final Fantasy. He loved Super Mario. I had a really crazy life, so it was really challenging to produce a radio show, Point B. And now for the first time since going out on my own, I've been able to target a specific niche. And I won't say target, I'll say have a whole lot of fun talking about Descendants of Zombies for each and every one of you. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who ever brought this to my attention of how popular Descendants of Zombies is. Because I think Ruby Rose Turner is the most incredible person that I've ever had the opportunity to commentate about. I don't think there is one cruel bone in Ruby Rose Turner's body. I think she has never said anything or done anything to anybody to deserve the criticism that she has received, nor has Kylie Cantrell. And I want them to know that no matter how much criticism they receive, they will always have me. And they will always have every single little girl who ever subscribed to this YouTube channel and took a chance on me when you didn't have to. Because here's the thing. This is what's happening every day on YouTube. You are watching these 5-minute trailers about what's going to happen next in Descendants, and it's pretty much just AI, which makes no sense. It's pre-typed text, an AI voice, and you don't ever see the host of the show. You don't ever see the creator of the channel. At least on this YouTube channel here, to the south, you have somebody just down the path who you see, who you hear funny stories from every single time that he uploads a video, and he puts his heart into these videos for each and every one of you. And all he ever wants from you is for you to hit the subscribe button. I'm a loser. I go to Booster Juice. I don't promote these videos at all. I go to Booster Juice after I upload a video, like this morning. I will go to Booster Juice, because there's a Booster Juice 5 minutes away from where I live. And you're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, does the guy who owns Booster Juice, is his actual name actually Booster? I don't know, just go to boosterjuice.ca and see all the stuff they got. But, yeah, it's a really nice smoothie place. So I upload these videos and I go to Booster Juice, and I come home really sad the guy who owns the store is not named Booster. And then I check my subscribers and nobody has subscribed. And I'm like, oh, what happened? They probably just subscribed to some Descendants AI YouTube channel who doesn't talk about the Worlds Collide Tour, who doesn't care about the Worlds Collide Tour, who doesn't care about Rube, who doesn't care about Kylie. So every single person who hits, put it this way, if I upload this video and I go to Boost Juice and I come home with a smoothie and I see that 10 people hit my subscribe button, that shows me that you love these videos. Because without you hitting the subscribe button or hitting the like button 50,000 times, I don't know if you like the videos or you don't. So if you hit the subscribe button, it makes the YouTube channel be pushed further out into the YouTube algorithm. I love seeing that. More people can see and find these videos and more people can subscribe. It's a lot better than subscribing to a YouTube channel who you don't know hosts the channel. You don't know who creates it. You don't know who uploads the videos and creates the videos. At least you know you've got a really sweet guy who loves Descendants, who adores Kylie Cantrell, who adores Ruby Rose Turner so much so that he would create 150 videos about Descendants. I mean, who else does this on YouTube? Nobody does this on YouTube. No guy does this on YouTube. If they do, they only upload a reaction video about the movie or a trailer that's 5 minutes long that makes no sense to each and every one of you, and you've deserved far better for far long enough. And that's all I've ever wanted to give to you. I've just wanted to, talk sense to all of you, say that I loved every Descendants movie, every chapter of the franchise. I look forward to chapters yet to come. Although I think the chapters would be more powerful if Jonathan Clarke were the prince in Descendants, or Jonathan Clarke was the writer for Descendants, because we would see so many chapters. I think a movie with a budget of $1 million isn't a far cry, or $3 million is a far cry from what it could be, or what could be allowed. I know Disney puts a lot of money behind Marvel and National Geographic and Star Wars, but I think there could be more money put behind. I think I have a zombie infection happening. I should never have attacked 5 zombies at once last night. Oh my God. I've had a hand in everything over the years. I've had something to do with the Power Rangers. I've had something to do with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I've had something to do with Boy Meets World. I've had something to do with Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And promoting her band, Course of Nature, years ago, or I believe that was her husband's band. I've done everything there is to have done, but one thing that I've always wanted to do is make all of you laugh, and in everything that I ever had the opportunity to do, the only thing I've ever wanted to do is put a smile on each and every one of your faces. I've wanted you to think that I was the sweetest guy ever for creating these videos. I was absolutely adorable for how I created these videos for each and every one of you. And all I ever wanted from you was for you to hit the subscribe button. Because I think this is the coolest project that Disney has ever embarked on. And their mission with this, obviously, has always been to encourage people to be stronger, to stand up for what you believe in, to stand up against your bullies and be more courageous. And so idiots like me would create videos on how to prepare you for a zombie apocalypse, which is pretty much the inevitable. And I went really all out with this. I moved into a house that was near a soda plantation and a chemical plant, which nobody is crazy enough to do. The only guy crazy enough to do that would be me. I'm living on the edge. I'm living on the brink of destruction every morning that I open my eyes. I don't know if stuff's going to explode. I mean, if you got a soda plantation that's producing lime soda 24/7, like 5 minutes up the road, you don't know how screwed you are until shit really starts happening. And the cops start, the sirens up and stuff. Man, you've seen videos on this YouTube channel where you hear cops and sirens going crazy. So because cops and sirens are going crazy, in your minds, that can only mean one thing. Zombie breakout. Oh, man. And when I found out this house was haunted, well, that was just an added bonus. I moved in almost immediately. So if you guys hit the subscribe button, what will happen is I will get to move out of this haunted house. I'll be able to put it up for sale. I'll be able to move into the White House. And then I will be able to address the nation every night after 8 p.m., after my presidential campaign explodes. All you will get Disney Plus for free, a free trip to Disney, free health care, and I will become the greatest president of all time, and the best to ever do it when it comes to Descendants of Zombies. Oh man, I also really love the Zombies franchise too. I think Malachi Burton and Freya Sky are going to do a fabulous job as part of the Zombies franchise, having the torch passed to them from Meg Donnelly and Milo Manheim. Congratulations to each and every one of you just coming off of the Zombies premiere last week. Thank you so much for all the support you guys have been showing my Zombies videos. I know a lot of Descendants fans probably hate me for having created as many Zombies videos as what I have the past week. So now what this channel will do, we will shift direction. We will start talking about the Worlds Collide Tour for the next 3 months, like I promised you last year we would do. And hopefully we're going to get a lot of subscribers because, as I said, it's like going to the gym, using the ab machine, using the weights. And as you lift weights, what happens is logic. You become stronger. So if you hit the subscribe button on this YouTube channel, this channel becomes stronger. More people find these videos, and you help this YouTube channel, and you help me in ways that I can't even begin to put into words. You guys have been incredibly supportive of me because I've been the biggest and craziest Descendants fan out there for saying he loves Dove Cameron, loves Kylie Cantrell. They have been incredibly supportive of me. Dove Cameron seemingly made me famous overnight. I'm really happy that Dove Cameron is back now. But I think that saying that she has closed the book on Descendants and will not be reprising her role as Mal is really a slap in the face to every single person who ever idolized her because of that character. I think if at least once she could make an exception and come back, even if it was to make a cameo. I don't think we have seen the last of every cast member of Descendants, because who wouldn't love to embodiment and reprise a role that made them such a huge success? I mean, technically, it was the first role that Sophia Carson ever had in her life. So shut the book after 3 movies is just kind of, a real slap in the face to me and a slap in the face to everybody out there. I would love to be the Prince in Descendants and say that line. In the end, everybody got what they wanted, but one shouldn't expect to mess with the fabric of time and not expect consequences. You didn't think this story was over now, did you? Because this story is far from over. Or I would love to be that guy at the beginning of the first Descendants movie, Ben, and say that my first proclamation as king is to allow the children from the Isle of the Lost to be given a chance to live here in Oradon and realize all of their dreams. Or just to say to Bridget, go back in time, get Bridget out of time and all the confliction she was faced with, and just look at her after holding her hands while down on my knees, looking her in the eyes and saying, Bridget, please don't ever leave me. I mean, what girl's not going to hit the subscribe button because of that? This voice is worth millions. So if you hit the subscribe button and get this $1 million voice, this really incredibly hot voice, into Descendants, that would be amazing, because then I would be able to live out my dream of being an aspiring actor after having been involved in all of these stage productions that weren't famous ever, like Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, Dracula, plays that I did in high school. I mean, you haven't lived until you stand in front of thousands of people and claim, "Where art thou?" in a Romeo and Juliet production. Yeah, man, I need to upgrade. I need to move from stage productions in high schools to Broadway overnight. And if you can make that happen by hitting the subscribe button, oh man, Jonathan Clarke would forever love you. And Jonathan Clarke will go down in history for being the greatest voice to ever talk about Descendants of Zombies ever. Ruby Rose Turner will finally see these videos and say, what have I been doing for all of my life, having this crush on Justin Bieber? I mean, she would say, Justin who? Oh man, does anyone out there know the cure for an itchy nose? I've had this itchy nose now going on 4 days, and oh my god, I'll be okay. I think it's just the aftermath of being attacked by a bunch of zombies last night and vampires, and I do this every night. You don't know how difficult your life is when you have to make sense of killing a bunch of vampires and protect all of you. That's why I'm trying to influence each and every one of you to become stronger so you can kick the ass of your own zombie. Oh my god. Hit the subscribe button. I'm seriously thinking about putting a huge life-size Stitch in this room. He's going to cost me a couple $100, but he's going to be huge. Like, I'll have to probably take down all my posters and sell all my other stuffies. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not putting Dumbo out on the road for 50 cents, especially with how much Ruby loves him. Oh my god. By the way, if Ruby comes to live with me, Ruby can have my Sonic, and Ruby can have all my video games. I love this set, though. I don't regret having put $5,000 behind this YouTube channel. I really don't, because I know each and every one of you love it so much. I know each and every one of you love your favorite Descendants character so much. That's why you sing the songs. That's why you record videos yourself. On TikTok, doing it all the time. And by the way, we're going to do something with the TikTok thing when I become president of the United States. We're going to take down all the quality control videos where she's crying. We're going to replace it with fun quality control videos after I sue TikTok. And yeah, we're going to... Something can be done about it, Kylie, because when you feel as if you have nobody, you have each and every one of us. I know I say a lot of crazy things on this YouTube channel, like how I want to take Ruby Rose Turner on a date to Taco Bell, because Taco Bell isn't that expensive. And, you know, buy a bunch of video games and play them with Ruby, like Fortnite. But I think these videos are a lot more fun. Nobody would kill Ruby in Fortnite because I would be so protective of Ruby's character. As soon as I saw Ruby in danger, I think I would bolt it from one end of the screen to the other just to protect Ruby. And, you know, hit the subscribe button. You don't know how much of a difference or how happy you make me when you hit the subscribe button. And I see that you have hit the subscribe button, because the more stronger you can help make this YouTube channel, I think the better we're going to be. We got 43 arena dates to talk about all throughout the summer of 2025 for the Worlds Collide Tour. I hope you have your tickets, and I hope you have the time of your life at the Worlds Collide Tour, because you have deserved to have the time of your life at the Worlds Collide Tour for what feels like forever. I record these podcasts every morning when I wake up because I want to put something out there for each and every one of you, or at least every opportunity I get, I should say, to record this podcast. There's just something about making each and every one of you laugh that I love dearly, and to be honest with each and every one of you at 9:32 a.m. in the morning, when I feel as if I can't make you laugh, and I feel as if I've let myself down, I'm like, oh no. So if you could hit the subscribe button, that would be greatly appreciated, because I've had a lot of stuff happen to me in my life because I've chosen this niche over anything else that was ever important to me in my life. I mean, what other guy would you see on YouTube this morning with a Pluto peeking out from behind his window, or gigantic Mickeys and Minnie Mouses? I mean, that's reason enough to hit the subscribe button 5,000 bucks later. Here's the thing. I've always wanted to aspire people to create their own YouTube channel, or to become a Descendants of Zombies fan, even if you aren't a Descendants of Zombies fan, because this life is pretty much Descendants, Zombies, or die. And if you have neither one of the two, you really have no purpose for even living. It's stay calm and zombie on. So I think that if we all stay calm and zombie on, we're going to be all right. We're going to be far better off than that guy who stole my girlfriend's heart for singing Bangladesh music, which makes no sense because the music isn't even in English. At least this music is in English, and he only has 100 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Actually, I think he has 101 subscribers and 2 videos uploaded. This YouTube channel has 150 videos, 3,000 subscribers, almost 50,000 views accumulated as we approach the 30,000 view milestone, which is insane. And think about how much fun this YouTube channel will be if everybody subscribes to it. Oh, man. Thank you so much to the very first subscribers who are still here with me on this YouTube channel. I can't thank you enough for being here. Thank you so much for allowing me to have been the voice of Descendants of Zombies for what feels like forever, because honest to God, this is the greatest honor I think that I've ever had bestowed upon me as a YouTube creator, and I've created content for a lot of different niches that really made no sense. But this niche, I will never forget the profound impact that it has had on my life for the rest of my life, because it saved me. And you all helped this YouTube channel incredibly. I thought my career was done. I thought I had said what I wanted to say. I thought my legacy had been completed and fulfilled. But somewhere deep in my heart, I wasn't ready to go. And everybody was just so incredibly supportive of relaunching this show. Me saying more where I left off, picking up where I left off. Dove Cameron made me famous overnight. Thank you so much, Dove. I love you dearly. Thank you so much, Ruby, for being born on October 16th, 2005. Thank you so much, Kylie, for having been born on June 25th, 2005. What was I doing in 2005? Watching pro wrestling and eating big bags of Doritos, thinking pro wrestling was real. And my career as a wrestling journalist was going nowhere. So then I decided to come home, stay calm, zombie on, and all of you are subscribing to my YouTube channel. Oi! Am I even from I've worked with people from Australia, but for some reason I say oi all the time. Hit the subscribe button. I gotta run out and pick up some ginger ale. You're saying to yourself, you gotta run out and pick up some ginger ale. Why? Well, if Kylie and Ruby come to visit, I have no sweets and nothing to drink. So I have to pick up some ginger ale. And I just heard the Descendants helicopter flying over my house. And I think Ruby missed the helipad. She needs to come back. And if she comes back, I have no ginger ale in this house. So I have to go get some ginger ale, which is really expensive if you don't get it on sale. And it's on sale now. So I got to go get some. And while I go get some ginger ale for Ruby, you can hit the subscribe button. And then I will come back later on this afternoon with another podcast. We will have fun watching it, and I will talk about how expensive ginger ale is. Yeah, stay calm, zombie on. I love you guys so much. I got to go get some ginger ale and some tea bags because I'm out of tea. But most of all, I got to get the ginger ale and tacky chips because Ruby loves ginger ale and tacky chips. I'm not so sure on the ginger ale thing. I'm just taking a gamble. I know she loves tacky chips, but I'm not so sure on the ginger ale thing. She might think it's gross. I don't know, but it's on sale, and I gotta go get it. So everybody hit the subscribe button. I love you so much. Stay calm, zombie on, and I will be back later on today.